rabbit's foot, wishbone, four-leaf clover. When the cards go wrong, your luck is over on Card Sharks. And here's the host of Card Sharks, Jim Perry.
Thank you very much, and welcome to Card Shark. Thank you. You're very kind. Thank you. And our thanks to Mr. and Mrs. Bob Ross of Sonora, California for that opening poem. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Ross. Now let's get to the cards. Janice and Bettino load in the cards. We're in the middle of a game with these Card Sharks. Elise Tatum. Hello, Elise.
Hi.
You pronounce it Elise or Elise? How do you pronounce it?
Elise. But Elise isn't that bad. Some people make bigger mistakes with it
What do
than
they
that.
usually say?
Elsie.
Elsie. You don't
Oh,
like
and I
Elsie,
hate it.
huh?
I
No.
hate it. I hate it.
You're a fine player here on the show.
Thank
You're doing
you.
very well. Won $200 in cash as our champion, right?
Right?
Good to have you back. Our challenger, Arlene Ogawa. Hello, Arlene.
Hi,
Nice to
Peter.
see you again.
Oh, it's so nice to be back. It really is.
Yeah, you seem to be enjoying yourself.
Oh, I am. I really am. Yes.
And you, of course, have won $100 in the game. You're doing
Oh,
well
it's
as well.
terrific. Thank you. Yes.
Maybe one of you get a chance of some big money. Good luck as we continue this
Thank
match.
you.
We play the best 2 out of 3, and Arlene won game number 1. So, Elise or Elsie or whatever, you need this game.
I never should have told you that.
Each player has a deck of 52 playing cards. The cards are shuffled. The players cut them. Elise plays the upper cards, the red deck. The challenger, Arlene, plays the lower cards, the blue deck. Elise needs 2 cards. Arlene needs 1. And we're in the middle of game 2. We'll pick up where we left off in a game that Elise needs. Question to you, Elise. We found 100 teenage girls who are babysitters and asked them, after the kids go to sleep, do you ever go snooping around the house? How many babysitters admitted they do snoop?
Oh, Jim, I hope that's not a high number because I need a babysitter and I would hate to think one was snooping around my house. So I'm going to put that at 20. I think it's going to be fairly low.
20 babysitters snoop around, Arlene.
You know, sometimes I think the problem is more that they bring stuff in and mess the place up. But you know, 20 is awfully low. I really think curiosity killed the cat and the babysitter. It's higher.
Higher.
Right.
If it's higher, Arlene, you go to the board. If not, it'll be Elise. The actual number of babysitters who snoop around the house is 64. Very much higher. Arlene, we left off with a 5 as your base card.
Change it, please. Change it,
Whenever
please.
you win the question, you have the right to change it, and this is a big change.
Oh!
This is lower. We have a new champion for the win. Getting 1 question and 1 card, we have a new champion. Elise, thank you for joining us. Good luck. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, you're welcome.
Elise, train him. Come on down here, Arlene. Congratulations. Good. You did very well.
Thank you very much. Oh, it was fun. Oh.
Arlene goes for the big money with the money cards right after this commercial break.
Pledge with orange oil.
Back with the new champion, Arlene Ogawa. $200 richer for winning the match. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ready for the big dollars?
I'm ready right now. Yes, yes.
Then let's open the board and get to the money cards. Come on, Arlene. Yeah, let's see if we can top off a good win with some good money cards. They've been shuffled and cut. Janice will start dealing them out as we give you $200 on the bottom line and these 3 cards. Move up to the second level, we'll give you another $200 of betting money. 3 more cards. With a minimum bet of $50, remember, at the big bet, you must bet at least half the money.
Okay.
Good luck.
Oh, thank you.
Here's $200. Remember, you can change your base cards on each of the 3 levels if you need to. With $200, you're starting off with a 9.
Oh. Change it, please. I
Wanna
would
change
like
it?
that card changed.
You must
please,
play
yes.
this one, and it is... Oh,
Oh.
you're right up the middle with an 8.
Okay, all right. $50. $50 lower.
$50. Lower than an 8.
Woo!
A 5. $250 and a better card.
I still don't like that card. 100 higher. Higher.
$100. Higher than a 5. It is $350.
Not even less. $100 higher.
$100 higher. Let's get it much higher than a 6. No. Down to $250, but we move up to 5. We give you the other $200 of betting
Thank
money.
you.
$450 and a 5.
Jim, would you please change that card for me?
Let's get a good one. You
Yes,
haven't
please.
seen one yet. Well, that's a little better. That's much
Okay.
better, as a matter of fact.
I'm going for broke. All of it. Higher.
All of it on the
Yes,
floor.
yes, yes.
It's got to be a high card. $450 higher than a 5. Hit it. 10. $900.
Oh. 200. 200. Higher. 200 higher. I'm
Going
going
against the
higher.
odds with a
Yes.
big bet. $200 higher
Higher.
than a 10. No, a 6.
$50 lower.
$50. Now
Lower.
you're going against the odds on
I'm
the 6
going
too.
against the odds again. I am.
Okay, $50 lower than a 6. It is! Oh, yes! $750 and a great card! All of it
Yes.
for $1,500 or nothing! Higher than a 2! $1,500! Good comeback! Oh, with some bad cards, you did very well. With the 200 in the game, that's $1,700, Arlene. Nicely done. We'll meet a new challenger right after this. All right, Arlene. Janice deals out 2 brand new decks of cards. We'll bring out a new challenger on Card Charge. Joanne Atkinson. Hello, Joanne. Welcome.
How are you?
Good to have you here. I'm fine.
Good.
Tell us about yourself, if you will.
Okay. My name's Joanne Atkinson, and I work as a cashier for a major supermarket chain. I'm also a part-time student at Cal State University Northridge, where I study theater arts.
Good. What do you want to do when you finish studying theater arts?
Well, I may try to make it as an actress.
Well, you're certainly lovely enough. We wish you well
Well,
here.
thank you.
Have you cut the cards?
Yes, I have.
Then
I'm
we're all
ready.
set. Joanne plays the lower cards, the blue cards. Erlene, the upper cards, the red cards. We start with a question to the champion. Erlene, we asked 100 married women. Have you ever tried to get your own way by saying to your husband, if you really love me, you'd say yes?
Oh.
How many married women have used that line?
This is so scary. I have to go by myself. I really don't think many women have done it because I think they'll just take their... No, they'll just take their own way.
Oh, they take it, I see.
Sure. I think it's about, 42.
42 women have said, if you really love me, you'd say yes, or Joanne.
Well, Jim, I'm going to say that it's a little higher than that because I still think that women try to manipulate their men just a little bit.
Geez,
I'm going to go higher.
The actual number of married women who have used the line, if you really love me, you'd say yes, is 53. You're right, Joanne. It's higher. And it's more than half. Joanne, you have a 4.
I'm going to play, and the next card is higher.
Higher than a 4. Yes, a 5.
Okay, the next card is higher.
Higher than a 5. A king.
The next card is lower.
Lower than a king. Oh, no. An ace. Not lower, and you lose all 3 cards. Wow, big chance for the champion. Erlene, a king.
Oh, lower.
Lower than a king. A jack.
Oh, lower.
Lower than a jack. A 10.
Oh,
Freeze. We'll fill in the spaces for Joanne. And Joanne, your first question. We found 100 senior citizen women, and we asked them, senior citizen women, if a man pinched your fanny, would you be insulted or flattered? How many senior citizen women said they'd be flattered?
Oh, that's a tough one. Well, at their age, they might really appreciate a little pinch. I don't know. So I'm going, that's a toughie. I'm going to say that 55 would be flat.
55 senior citizen women would be flattered by a pinch.
Our senior citizens are hip, and it's higher.
Don't you think they'd like it even
Yes,
more?
I really do.
The actual number of senior citizen women who would be flattered if someone pinched their fanny is 23. No, it's not higher. Joanne. No. You've got a 4, Joanne.
I'm going to go again and say that the next card is higher.
Higher than a
Higher again.
Risking it again. Higher. An 8.
Freeze.
This time we freeze, and we've got a tie. Erlene, we asked 100 married men. Have you ever hidden from your... How many married men admitted that they've hidden?
You know, maybe there's a few that can find a spot, but I think it's a very few, and I think it's... Oh,
Higher or lower, Joanne?
With her logic, where are they going to hide unless they leave the house? If they have to stay in the house, I'm going to go lower. It's a little
Well, no
lower.
one said they had to stay in the house. You say lower.
Well, lower.
The actual number of married men who've hidden from their wife is 49, not lower, Erlene. Yes. I usually get a business phone call about that time. Erlene, you've got a 10.
Would you please change that
Indeed,
card?
we will. Changing the 10 to a 6.
I'm going to go higher.
Higher than a 6. A 10.
I'm going for it. Lower.
Going for the first game of the match, lower than a 10. Erlene wins game 1. And $100. set up for game 2, Janice, if you will. And Joanne, you need this game now to stay in the match. As Janice deals out the same 2 decks of cards, here come the next cards off the top of the deck. Joanne, we found 100 teenage boys who are married. And we asked them, who's the better cook, your wife or your mother? How many married teenage boys said their mom is a better cook than their wife?
I think that's going to be a high number. I really do. I'm going to say that 75 of them think mom's a better cook.
75 says mom cooks better than their wife.
I don't think so. I seem to remember that mothers were even happy that their sons were married, and I just really feel that the sun is out, and no, I think it's lower. I really do.
Lower.
I really do.
The actual number of married teenage boys who said their mother is a better cook is 59. You're right, it is lower. Arlene starts off with an ace. Lower than an ace. A 3. Higher than a 3. A 9. Please. We need 2 cards for another crack of the money cards. The question to you, Arlene. We asked 100 doctors' wives, did you put your husband through medical school? How many doctors' wives said yes, they put their husbands through medical school?
Oh, Jim, I really think that is common because it's long. It takes a long time to be a doctor, so I'm going to say 79.
79 doctors' wives put their husbands through medical school.
I'm going to agree with her logic, but I'm going to say that just a little bit lower.
Just
than
a little
79.
lower.
Yeah.
The actual number of doctors' wives who put their husband through medical school is 22, very much lower. Joanne. And in a game that Joanne needs, she starts with a 7.
Change that, please.
Changing the 7 to a 9. Well, still near the middle.
That's terrible. I'm gonna go lower.
This time she goes with the odds. Lower? No, it's a king. It's not lower, and a break for Arlene with a 9. Call this one.
Higher.
Higher than a 9, going against the odds a little bit. No, a 2. Couldn't take advantage of it. Janice fills in the spaces. Arlene needs 2 cards, and Joanne needs 3. Joanne, we polled 100 8th grade students in Phoenix, Arizona. And we asked them, what was the name of Tarzan's pet chimpanzee? How many 8th graders knew Tarzan's chimpanzee was named Cheetah?
I think that's going to be a high number. I do. Let me see. I'm going to say 70.
70 8th graders knew that Cheetah was Tarzan's chimp.
Have you seen this new Tarzan cartoon in the morning with some space show? It's crazy. They aren't going to know that name. It's lower.
Lower. The actual number of 8th graders who knew Tarzan's chimpanzee was named Cheetah is 73, not lower, Joanne. Joanne, we're looking at a 9.
Change it, please.
And a big change for Joanne. A 9 again.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna do this again. I'm gonna say that the next card is lower.
Lower than a 9. Yes, a 4.
Okay, the next card is higher.
Higher than a 4. No, a 2. Joanne cannot advance with those cards, and Arlene plays off the 9.
Oh, I've been here before. It's lower.
Lower than a 9. You're right, 4. With the championship higher. Arlene wins it. Oh, Joanne, you had tough luck with those cards. Thank you for joining us. Good luck with your studies.
Thank you very much.
Joanne Atkinson. Thank you, Joanne. Come on down here, Arlene. Way to go. You're going to get another crack at the money.
I can believe it.
We'll be right back, right after this commercial break. Our champion, Arlene Ogawa, with another $200 for the match. You're up to $1,900.
I don't believe it. It's marvelous. Just
You're a good
marvelous.
player. Let's go for the money cards once again. Let's open the board. Come on, Arlene. You have your sons out there rooting you on, yes?
Yes, I do.
How old are they?
One is 15 and one is 13.
Well, that's a good size for rooters. Here come the cards. Once again, we start you with $200. You're going to have 7 cards in all. And, of course, if you can go double all the way up, there's a total of $28,800 up there with the money cards.
Wow.
I'd love to see you take it away. Good luck. Here's $200. Let's see if we can start you off with a good base card this time, Arlene. You have a 6.
Oh, please, Jim, change that, please.
All right. Let's see if we can make a good change. Changing the 6 to, an 8, right up the middle again.
$50 higher.
$50. Higher than an 8. That's higher than an 8 for $250.
But I still don't like it. $50 higher.
Want to go a little against the
I am going
odds?
to go a little
Let's
higher.
see a face card. $50.
Yes.
Higher than that 9. No, it's a 4. Not a better card with $200.
All of it. Higher.
$200 higher than a 4. Well, you're not out of it, though, because we're moving that good card up to 2. We'll give you the other $200 of betting money. You're back in it with 4 cards to go.
It won't happen twice in a row. All of it. Higher.
$200. Higher than that 2. Yes, with a 10. 400. Tough cards, I know.
100 lower.
$100 lower than a 10. No, it's 300.
Okay. All of it lower.
The whole thing.
Yes, I'm
You're so
going to.
disgusted with these cards, you're going to go with all of them.
I'm going.
$300 lower than a jack. It is an 8. 600. Up goes the 8. Do you want it?
You may take the 8 down.
May
and put another
may
one
get
up.
rid of the 8
Yes.
now. Here comes the next card with $600. Let's get a good card. Come on. Oh, a 7. You must bet at least 300. You have 600 and a 7.
Higher or lower? Higher. My boys say higher.
Your sons say higher, and how
Higher.
much? Higher.
Ha-
$300. Higher than a 7. It is a 10 for $900. That's a good comeback with some bad cards, Darlene.
Thank you.
You played them very well. Come on down. Well, you're inching along there. And with the 200 in the game, you're up to $2,800. Yes, that much. Yeah. We'll be right back right after this.
Cheerleader.
Well, let's quickly set up 2 brand new decks of cards and meet a new challenger on Card Sharks. Laura Dovick. Hello, Laura. Welcome.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure. Tell us about yourself, if you will.
Native Californian from Laguna Beach, and I like to travel and have a good time. I like.
Well, good. We wanted to get you started. We're running out of time, so we're happy to have you here. Have you cut the cards?
Yes, I have.
Then let's go. Laura plays the lower cards, the blue cards. Erlene, the upper cards, the red cards. Erlene, statistics show, this is true, that men who don't wear a wedding ring are more likely to get divorced. So we asked 100 men who have been divorced 3 or more times. During your last marriage, did you wear a wedding ring? How many divorced men said they did not wear a wedding ring?
I really think that's high because men just still do not wear wedding rings, and I'm going to say 61.
61 divorced men did not wear a wedding ring, Laura.
I think it's going to be a little bit higher. I don't trust a married man without a wedding ring.
Even higher than that. The actual number of divorced men who did not wear a wedding ring when they were married is 44, not higher. Erlene. And Erlene solves a toughie and gets to play an 8.
Oh, please, Jim, change that.
Changing the 8 to a king. Lower than a king. Oh, no, an ace. Laura gets a big break right away. You'll play a 9.
I'll go lower.
Lower than a 9. Yes, a 5.
Higher.
Higher than a 5. A 10. Freeze. And we move the freeze bar over. And we are running out of time right now. We'll fill in the spaces and leave things exactly the way we are as we pick up when we leave off right now. Sorry we ran out of time. We wanted to get you out and get started. I think that's a good idea, don't you?
Yeah, I think it's super.
And the next show, you've got to tell me, because my spies told me you have a pet shark.
Yes.
I'm going to ask you about that pet shark on our next
Okay,
show. How is that
great.
for a teaser to come back? A pet shark. Erlene, Laura, and I will all be back next time. I do hope you'll join us when next we play Card Sharks. Bye-bye for now. Have a good day.
A Jackson Pollock painting once sold for $10.5 million. A Picasso self-portrait was bought for over $43 million. A Japanese businessman paid $82.5 million for a Van Gogh. Tim drew this and won $5 grand. It pays to be an artist. Win, lose, or draw. Coming up next on Game Show Network.
play foolish. Don't play funny. Play it smart, and you'll win the money on Card Shark. And here's the host of Card Shark, Jim Perry.
Thank you very much, and welcome to Card Shark. Nice to have you here. Thank you. You're very kind. And our thanks to Chuck Morton of San Patricio, Texas, for that opening poem. Thank you, Chuck. Now let's get to the cards. And ladies, if you will, start loading in the cards. You can see we have a game in progress with these Card Sharks. Peggy Dubois, our champion. Hi, Peggy. Nice to see you again.
Thank you.
And you're studying dietetics, yes? Are we eating better or worse in this time of our lives than our grandparents and our parents used to? We eating better or what?
Worse.
Worse. Why worse?
Because there's so many food additives and that sort of thing that they didn't have to deal with. And everything was more naturally grown then.
Ah, well, you can afford a lot more good foods now because you've won $5,000 in cash here, right, Peg? Doing very well. Our challenger, Barney Brody. Hi, Barney.
Hi, Jim.
And we met you yesterday, so won't you again remind us about yourself?
Yes, I'm Barney Brody. I'm 68 years young. I do dancing as a hobby.
Dancing?
Yes, dancing, all types of dancing. My wife and I give exhibitions. We teach and senior citizen clubs and things like that.
Could you show us a little bit about how,
Yeah,
is
you
that
wanna
possible?
show a little disco?
Could you, disco? Oh, terrific. Could you do that? Come here.
Want me to show you, or?
No, turn it. Oh, we want the country to see. What?
Well, we can, alone I can only do a basic step,
Okay.
see? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
You want to cha-cha-cha back over there, Barney? Thank you very much. That was nice. Thank you, Barney. Okay. Cards have been shuffled. Players cut them. Peggy, the champion, plays the upper cards, the red cards, and Barney, the challenger, plays the lower cards, the blue deck. And right now, you can see that Peggy needs 2 cards for the first game of the match, second game of the match, excuse me, and Barney needs 1. We do play the best 2 out of 3. Barney won game number 1, and we're at sudden death, so someone's going to win game 2 with this play of the cards. And Peggy, as we left off, the question goes to you. Peggy, we asked 100 single women. Have you ever thought about an ex-boyfriend and then said to yourself, what did I ever see in him? How many women admitted that they've thought that?
I think quite a few women have thought that because you go through changes as you get older. So I'll say 60.
60 single women have seen thought about an ex-boyfriend and said, what did I see in him?
I don't agree. I think some of them have fond memories of their past boyfriends. I'd say it's lower.
Lower. Well, if it is lower, you'll get to play your cards first. If not, it'll be Peggy. And the actual number of single women who've thought, what did I ever see in him, is 85. Not lower. Peggy. Peggy, you've got a 9. You need 2 cards. Barney also has a 9. He needs 1. You've got control. Do you want to play it or pass it?
I'll have to play it.
You're going to play it yourself?
Yes.
Do you want to play with the 9?
Please change that card.
You won the question. You have the right to change it. This is a big change for the champion. Oh, an ace, a great card. Remember, one mistake. Lower. One mistake, and Barney wins it. But if you can get them both, you've tied up the match. She says lower. And she's right with a 4.
Higher.
Higher to tie up the match. Yes, we got a tie. Each player with 1 game and $100. And we will set up for the tiebreaker. Same 2 decks of cards, and we'll deal out just 3 cards up there and 3 questions here. Someone gets a crack at the money cards, and this will decide it. Barney, we asked 100 married women. When your husband bought your wedding ring, was he cheap? How many married women said, yeah, he was cheap?
That's a good question. A lot of times when they're getting married, they don't have too much money, so they don't spend too much money on a wedding ring. I'd say that's about 53.
53 said, yeah, he was cheap when he bought the wedding ring. Peggy?
You can't give value to a ring. There's too much sentimentality there. It's definitely lower.
Lower. The actual number of women who said their husband was cheap when he bought their wedding ring is 27. Peggy, you're right. It is lower. And Peggy, you're starting with, another ace.
Good card. Lower.
Lower than an ace. Yes, a 9.
I'll freeze.
You'll freeze it, and Peggy needs 1 card for the championship. Peggy, We asked 100 people, for $100, would you spend the night in a house that everyone thought was haunted? How many people said they would?
I think quite a few people would. That's such a fallacy that a house could be haunted. I'll say 82.
82 would spend the night in a house that everyone thought was haunted for $100.
For $100, everybody would stay there for 82. Well, let's see. That's a little bit lower than that.
Lower.
A little bit lower.
You think a lot more people would say, oh no.
Yeah, a little bit
The actual
lower.
number of people who for $100 would spend the night in a haunted house is 60. Barney, you're right. It is lower.
Here we go now.
And Barney's
Come on
base
now.
card is a 7.
Change that one.
Changing the 7 to another 7. Gotta play it.
Oh, the
Big
odds
decision.
would say higher, higher.
Higher than a 7. Yes, for the queen.
Lower.
For the championship, lower. Yes, we have a new champion on Card Sharks. Barney Brody wins it. And Peggy, we have to say goodbye. You're leaving us with $5,100. You're a fine champion.
Thank you.
Thank you, Peggy. Peggy DeWab. Barney, come on down here. We'll set. Cha-cha-cha. We'll set up for the money cards coming up right after this. I'll lead.
They're to be found in any home.
Back with our champion, Barney Brody, who is already $200 richer. Our congratulations for that. And thank you. I didn't really thank you as much as I'd like to for showing your dancing. That was fun. We like that.
Oh, I have a ball doing it all the time.
Are you ready for the big money?
I'm ready as I'll ever be.
Then let's open the board and get to the money cards. Come on, Barney. And we wish you well with the money cards. They've been shuffled and cut. Janice will start dealing them out as we give you $200 in these 3 cards on the bottom level. Move up to the second level, we'll give you another $200 and 3 more cards. Remember, your minimum bet is $50 till you get to the top card, the big bet, and there you must risk at least half the money. Good luck, Barney. You're a nice gentleman. We wish you well. Here's $200. Remember, you can change your base card as you move up to each of the 3 levels, and you're starting off with a 7.
Change that. Change it.
Gotta play this one. I hope it's a good change. Oh, no, an 8. All right. You've got an 8 and $200, Barney. What are you going to do?
I bet 50 lower.
Want to go lower? $50
lower.
lower than an 8. No, it's a jack. 150 and a jack.
100 higher. 100 lower.
$100 lower than a jack. Yes, with a 5. Now you got 250.
Another, let's see. Another 100 higher.
$100, risking it higher than a 5. No, it's a 2. But a great card. That's your first really good card. As we give you the other $200 of betting money, you got $350, Barney.
300 higher.
You're going to hold a little back on that 2. $300 he wants, higher than a 2. And he's got it. $650 and a 10.
50 lower.
$50 lower than a 10. Yes, with a 5. $700.
100 higher.
$100 higher than a 5. Yes, a 6. Well, you've inched along. Now, you can change that 6 if you'd like.
Change it.
Big change with $800. Oh, another 8. Barney, you must bet at least $400. You can bet more. You've got $800. You're looking at an 8 right up the middle. What's your big bet?
I'll play the odds. 400 higher.
Well, we haven't seen a lot of face cards. Let's see one right now. $400 higher than an 8. Yes, with a king for $1,200. All right, Barney, good comeback. Way to go. You didn't get too good at cards, but you played them very well.
Played them as much as I could.
And with the $200 in the game, you've got $1,400. You're a good champion. We'll meet a new challenger right after this. You guys weren't too good, but you played them good. Got them good. Except for the 2. Why'd you hold back?
Fed up with yo-yo diets and food fads? Do you need help making a...
Okay, Barney, here we go again. 2 brand new decks of cards and a new challenger on Card Sharks. Teresa Goodwin. Hello, Teresa. Welcome. Nice to have you here.
Nice to meet you. Let me get Barney.
Oh.
I love Barney.
I've got to learn to dance, Barney. There must be something there. Tell us about yourself, Teresa.
Okay, my name is Teresa Goodwin. I moved here to Pasadena recently from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. and I'm here to study music. Hopefully I'll attend college next fall as soon as I gain my residence. I love to write poetry and music. Someday I hope to publish some of my work.
Is that what you're interested in, music?
Yeah,
To write?
to perform. No, to perform my own stuff.
Good, good. We're delighted to have you here with us.
Thank you.
Good luck. You cut the cards?
Yeah.
Then we're all set. You'll play the lower cards, the blue deck. Barney, the upper cards, the red deck. And we start the best 2 out of 3 with a question to you, Barney. We asked 100 third-grade boys in Ohio. Third-grade boys. Have you ever bitten your dentist on purpose? How many third-grade boys said yes, they have?
I have a couple of young boys myself, and I know that occasionally they felt like doing it, but I don't think too many did. I'd say about 20.
20 third-grade boys have bitten the dentist.
Okay, I'm a teacher's aide, so I work with kids, and I think that it would be a bit higher because they get real feisty. I think it would be a bit higher.
The actual number of third-grade boys who have bitten their dentist is 24. You're right, Lisa. It is a bit higher.
Okay.
And you're starting off with...
Good card. Okay, I'll go lower.
Lower than an ace.
Yes, higher.
Higher than a 3.
Freeze.
Freezing it. We move over the freeze bar, and Teresa's off to a good start. Here's your first question, Teresa. We asked 100 bachelors. When you're out with a girl, is it usually true that flattery will get you anywhere? How many bachelors said flattery will get them anywhere?
I would say that would be high because they think so. I mean, sometimes it does, but I would say that would be around 63.
63.
Yeah.
You think it works, huh, Teresa?
No, it doesn't work, but they think it does, and I think on some people it does.
I see. She says 63, Barney.
Repeat that question.
Yes,
Jim.
indeed. We asked 100 bachelors. When you're out with a girl, is it usually true that flattery will get you anywhere? How many bachelors said flattery will get them anywhere? She says 63 would.
No, I say it'd be a little bit lower.
Yeah?
I don't think that it'll get them everywhere.
Well, the actual number of bachelors who found flattery will get them anywhere is 60. Just a little lower, Barney. And Barney, you start with a 5.
Change it.
You won the question. You can change it. And a king.
Hey, lower.
Lower than a king. A 10.
A 10. Freeze it.
Freeze. After due consideration, Barney will freeze. Barney, we found 100 teenage boys who are married and asked them, did you and your wife elope? How many married teenage boys did elope?
Well, today they're doing a lot of that. I've known several boys in the neighborhood, and I'd say probably about 60.
60 married teenage boys.
I would say lower. I don't think they'd elope. They just go out and get married. I mean, I would say it would be lower.
Lower.
Yeah.
The actual number of married teenage boys who eloped is 6. Very much lower, Teresa.
Okay.
Wow.
Change that card, please.
You want to change the 6?
Yeah.
And you get a 3.
Oh, yeah, that's a good card. Okay, I'll go higher.
Higher than a 3. Yes, it can.
I'll freeze.
You're going to freeze.
Oh.
You were thinking about going for it.
Yeah.
Well, we're at sudden death right now. Someone has to win with this play of the cards, and you need just 1 card, Teresa, while Barney needs 3. Teresa, we asked 100 women. Have you ever put perfume on your feet? How many women said yes?
Oh, I would say that would be low because perfume on your feet, I'd say that would be 9.
9 women have put perfume on their feet.
A lot of people put perfume all over themselves. So I think it's a little higher.
Higher.
Yeah.
The actual number of women who have put perfume on their feet is 20. You're right, Barney. It's higher.
Change that one.
Now, Barney, let me explain the options to you first because it's sudden death. You have a 10. You need 3 cards. Teresa has a 10. She needs 1. You've got control. Do you want to play it or pass it?
Pass it.
You want to pass it. You're going to force Teresa to play with a 10 to call 1 card. Call it right, you've got the game. Call it wrong, it belongs to Barney.
I'll go lower. I'll go lower.
For the game.
Yeah!
Game 1 to Teresa, $100. And we'll set up for game 2. Same 2 decks of cards. Barney, how come you had her play it with just the 1 card there?
I gambled.
Gambled and lost. Well, he's been playing well. Let's see if he can make a comeback as we start game 2. And as Janice deals out the cards, the question to you, Barney. We asked 100 men. Now, this New Year's Eve, did you do anything that you're ashamed of? How many men admitted they did?
Oh, boy. You're recalling things of my boyhood days.
We said this past New Year's Eve.
Men About 55.
55. Did something they're ashamed of.
Okay. Men go pretty wild. I would say it would be a bit higher. A bit higher.
Higher
Yes.
than that.
They should be ashamed of.
G2T2 was lousy, and they should be, yes. The actual number of men who did something New Year's Eve they're ashamed of is 12. Not higher, Barney. Depends on what you're ashamed of. Barney, you're starting with a 5.
Change it.
Changing the 5 to a 6. Not a good change.
Higher.
Higher than a 6. No, a 3. Not higher, so Teresa gets a free chance to play a 4.
Okay, I'll go higher.
Higher than a 4. Yes, a king.
Lower.
Lower than a 4. King, a 9.
Freeze.
And Teresa needs 1 card for the championship, 2 cards for the championship, and we need to take time out for a commercial message.
You talking to me?
We're in the middle of game 2. Barney needs 4 cards. Teresa needs 2. And as we left off, the question goes to you, Teresa. We asked 100 women who have been married for 25 years or more. Last night, did your husband fall asleep in front of the television set? How many women said their husband did fall asleep?
I would say that would be high because after 25 years, the honeymoon is over, let's face it. I think that would be...
Really?
Well, so I hear. I think that would be about 45.
45. Their husband fell asleep in front of the television set, Barney.
I do that almost every night. I do it all the time. I'd say it's higher.
Even higher than that. The actual number of women whose husband fell asleep in front of the television is 47. You're right, Barney. It's higher. Always knew that would pay off for you sometime. Changing the 6 to an 8.
Oh,
Ooh.
man. Higher.
Higher than an 8, he says, and he's right with a 10.
Lower.
Gonna risk it. Lower than a 10. Yes, a 3.
Higher.
Higher than a 3. A 4.
Higher.
To tie up the match. Higher. No! And Barney loses all 4 cards back to the base card. That's the chance you take. Teresa, free chance to play off the 9.
Okay, I'll go higher.
Going against the odds, she says higher. No, it's a 7. And could not take advantage of it as Janice fills in the spaces. Barney, you were within 1 card of tying it up. Barney, we surveyed 100 new fathers. These are all men whose wives have had a child within the past 6 months. And we asked them, were you in the delivery room when your baby was born?
Oh, yeah.
How many new fathers said they were in the delivery room?
Is this right now you did this?
Yes, new fathers, children
Well, that's
within the last 6 months.
a very good thing that a lot of fathers are doing. I'd say probably about 40.
40 were in the delivery
I would go
room.
higher than that because of the Lamaze method and everything. I think the men want to be there and be a part of it,
You
so I'd
say
go
higher. The actual number of new fathers who were in the delivery room when their baby was born is 51. You're right,
Woo!
Teresa. It's higher.
Change that card, please.
You want to change the 9?
Yeah.
And Teresa will play a 6.
Okay, I'm gonna go higher.
Higher than a 6. Yes, a 10.
Yeah, okay. Freeze.
Freezing it. Teresa needs 1 card. Barney needs 4 cards. This is sudden death once again. Teresa, we asked 100 lifeguards. Have you ever gone on a date with a girl you had rescued? How many lifeguards said they have?
I was a lifeguard once, and so I would say, well, not that I went on a date with a guy I rescued, but
How many?
I would say that would be, I would say 34.
34. Gone out with a girl they rescued, Barney. Higher or lower?
But lifeguards
Yes. How many?
on a date, 34. Well, I don't know. I haven't had much to do with lifeguards, but I'd say it's a little bit higher.
Higher. The actual number of lifeguards who've dated a girl they rescued is 35. Barney by 1 is higher. And again, you've got control, needing 4 cards. Teresa needs 1. Your decision. Play it or pass it, Barney. What's it going to be?
I'm going to play it.
You're going to play it yourself.
Right.
You need them all. 1 mistake,
Right.
we have a new champion.
Change the card.
And a big change for Barney, a 9. Here we go.
Lower.
Lower than a 9. Yes, a 4.
Higher.
Higher than a 4. A jack.
Lower.
Lower than a jack. No, a king. And we have a new champion in sudden death. Teresa wins it. Congratulations, Teresa. Barney Brody with $1,400. Thank you for joining us. You're a nice gentleman. Teresa, come on down, and we'll be right back after this commercial message. Way to go. Teresa Goodwin goes for the big money when next we meet on Card Sharks. Bye-bye.
A representative of the studio audience will receive the Jog and Tramp, a rebound exerciser for jogging and indoor exercise. An efficient and convenient method of body exercise for young and old. The Jog and Tramp, furnished by Round Trampoline. And some of our contestants will receive Rough It, the dynamic sculpture coated, pre-mixed and pre-colored. Now you can create deep dramatic textures like a professional with Rough It by Zebrick. And La Machine, the complete food preparation system from France. It's like having a chef at your side. La Machine by Molinex. And Polyglide Coat Rust-Proofing Shield gets into seams, cracks, and crevices of your car where rusting begins. Rust-proofing protection available at new car dealers everywhere. And a gift set from new improved Breck Shampoo. Now you can see, feel, and smell what new improved Breck Shampoo does for your hair. This is Gene Wood speaking for Card Sharks. A Mark Goodson, Bill Tudman production.